I don't know if it's because I saw that one episode of Supernatural too young, or because my friends in elementary school were really good at scaring me, or maybe I'm just a chicken, but Bloody Mary has haunted me most of my life. There are so many versions of what happens when you summon her, and honestly, they're all pretty freaking spooky. Every one of them has terrified me in a different way. Hello? It's Bloody Mary, and she's ready to set the record straight. Hey Ghoster Squad, welcome back to our spooky oasis. I'm Mandy Spooks and I live my best spooky life so that you can too. On this channel we dive into all aspects of my spooky lifestyle, but here's the thing. I've always wondered why the spooky things we love are treated like something to fear by most people. So now every Sunday I'll be summoning my spooky ancestors and answering their call to set the record straight. I'm not gonna lie, some of the stories are pretty freaking spooky. But most of the time, the things we're told not to love are just misunderstood, just like our favorite monsters. So grab your spooky mug and get cozy, if you dare, and let's answer the haunted line where we tell stories of ghosts, legends, and spooky origins that make every night feel like Halloween. So, as I was saying before Bloody Mary rudely interrupted, there are a lot of different stories about what happens when you summon her, but they all have one thing in common, which is pure bathroom terror, and mirrors, don't even get me started. Some say if you say her name 3 times in the mirror, she appears with bloody eyes ready to drag you into the glass. Others say she's holding a blue baby. One version says you'll see the face of your soulmate, but the scariest one, she tells you the day you'll die, but if you catch her on a bad day, she jumps out and slices you with the sharpest object nearby. But around here, we don't give in to fear, we learn about it, because every scary story has a spooky origin. One of the most common theories behind the Bloody Mary legend is, of course, Queen Mary I of England, also known as Mary Tudor. Queen Mary earned the nickname Bloody Mary after she ordered the execution of nearly 300 Protestants in her effort to restore Catholicism. But it's her personal story that feels eerily connected to the urban legend. She was considered a disappointment to her father, King Henry VIII, simply because she wasn't a boy. After years of watching him remarry in pursuit of a male heir, Mary finally became queen and was determined to do what he couldn't, which was produce a legitimate Catholic heir. In 1554, she announced she was pregnant. Her stomach grew, preparations were made, but the baby never came. Historians now believe it was a false pregnancy, possibly brought on by all the stress. She later experienced a second one and died not long after. Between her brutal reign, her obsession with having a child, and the societal fixation on her womb, it's easy to see how the Bloody Mary legend might have formed. A vengeful woman, a mirror, a baby, and blood. From there, the myth practically writes itself. Other versions say Bloody Mary is the ghost of a girl who died during a séance, or they believe that it was the daughter of Satan himself. One story that stuck with me was about a 15-year-old girl who loved her hair so much she brushed it 100 times a day. Someone cut it as a prank, and she was so devastated she took her own life. Naturally, people love to create stories about who or what Bloody Mary really is, and maybe that's the scariest part is we don't actually know. But the real fear isn't always in who she is, it's in what happens if we summon her. Growing up, I was told you had to flush the toilet, turn on the sink, turn off the lights, and say her name 3 times. But apparently, we've been doing it wrong. The original ritual is a form of catoptromancy, mirror-based divination. To do it right, you need a dark room, 3 candles, a mirror, a Bible, and scissors. You light the candle, spin around 3 times, and say her name 3 times. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. Did you think I was gonna say it a 3rd time? We already established I'm a chicken, guys. I just pretend to be spooky. If she appears, she's supposed to show you the day you'll die. The page number the Bible opens to reveals how many weeks you have left to live. But if she's angry, she'll crawl through the mirror, grab the scissors, and pierce your heart. Honestly, sounds spooky and like way too much work. Maybe that's why she never shows up, because we're not doing it right. Or maybe she's just waiting for the right person to try the original ritual. Have you ever played the Bloody Mary game? Let me know in the comments. I need to know if anyone has survived it. If you're a spooky baby like me, maybe skip the dark bathroom tonight, and whatever you do, don't say her name 3 times. If you love all things spooky, be sure to hit the subscribe button to answer the weekly call on the haunted line and get a peek into how I live my best spooky life every day. Until next time, sending you ghouls and kisses. Bye!